Welcome back to more vampire antics. Right, you join us in the fucking wet world of Wednesdays. Now I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go over here and go and do the rest of the game now. We've done the first bit of the game. Now it's time for me to do the rest. Thank you for dying. A little bit. Sweeps. Oh, it's a bit... I tell you what, it's a bit dark though, isn't it? A little bit fuffing dark in here. Burn... Oh! I burnt Randolph just to please you. Hello, there's two guys. Yeah, you can come down the stairs. You are allowed. Look at the... Take a moment to really sort of look at these. Because these are sort of the enemy I kind of associate with this game in a lot of ways. Sort of the first enemy design I think of. Which makes sense, it's one of the first ones you see. Because of that, it was a little weird seeing them in HD, honestly. Anyway, here's the part where I take one of these because I prefer how they look. I prefer this spear. It's not a piss spear. So, go ahead and do this early. Come on. Oh, this is a fucking issue. Come on, let me see the truth. There's wedges. There's wedges in the world. I can't have the wedge from the world yet, but there will come a time when there will be one in every home.
Utter desolation. My once proud king wiped from this world like excrement from a boot. I knew the hand that wrought this deed.
Why would you wipe excrement from your boot with your hand? Jesus Christ, Raziel. It's not sanitary. Hello, you two aren't sanitary. You've been shitting in your hand again. I can tell. Because all of my sons are dead. That's what killed them, dysentery. You are a bitch. Get in the flames. People like you need to be singed before you can believe in anything. Okay, well, you know what? Those spears are still good as well. Managed to kill you tastefully off-screen. Get absolutely done. Right, come on. Great spans. Great spans, come on, get in the basement. I know you have a teleportation device in here. This is where we built ours. Right next to the fucking communal bonfire. We used to roast beef here. Back when there was beef. Now there's only vampires. Unless there's a vampire cow somewhere in this place. Which you never know. Maybe we've blessed the moo with the dark gifts. You can't be too careful in this part of town. I made a cow into a vampire for home security reasons. That can't be interacted with, that's fine. That's fine. Just tell Jamie Play Me that he's been played all along. I probably could have snuck up on you because you were busy looking into the wet situation over here. That seems damp. Yeah, genius, it's water. It would be. This is a society of people who genuinely didn't know water was wet. Because if you think about it, they can't touch water. So, like, all they would feel from the water is a burning sensation, so how could they really know? They know blood is wet, because it's wet liquid that they're involved with. They could maybe have inferred this about water based on how it looks. But I guess sussing that out wasn't really an urgent concern. I mean, like, for example, just sort of a philosophical question for me to pose to you right now. Magma, is it wet or not? Hey, you're thinking about it now, aren't you? You hadn't considered the question before, unless I've asked this before, which I may have done, in fairness. They're not. There's just a right turn and nothing else here. Fair enough. I will concede that acid is wet. Because that's my job. I get paid to tell people that. By the Wet Acid Society. Or Wet Ass for short. Although they have asked that I stop calling them that. We will pay you more if you stop saying that. Legally, we can't fire you for it. Thanks to a very specific law that got passed saying that you can't fire people for telling you your ass is wet. Your guess is as good as mine how that got. Well, I've got the priceless ceramics. You can put them down gently. There we go. I don't want to smash a vase for no reason, you know. It seems like there's very few people around these days who can still make those. Sort of a priceless artifact at this stage. Ooh, I love pricelessness. It means you can't coins! You can't coins, even slightly. Oh, we're in the fucking realm. Is there any reason to be in the alcoves? There is not. You've just got to look in the alcoves sometimes to make absolutely certain. Oh, what's going on over here? It's a scene. It's him!
I didn't recognize these flayed racks of flesh.
Here's the creature. Look at them! There we go.
They gnawed upon their victim's carcass like dogs.
These are actually kind of like a perfect midpoint between how they look in the PS1 and how they look in the HD. But yeah, that was the demise of Old Stone Lionel, whose head is a rock. As I keep telling you. Your death noises are as entertaining as ever. No, I died. I want to throw you on the fire just for something. Oh, well, okay. Fuck me then, I guess. Oh, he said no. You said you'd throw him into the fire, and I believe you. Cast him into the fire. Hit him with the stone. Isildur, hit him with the stone. Hit him with the chair. When Isildur came into Mount Mordor, it was Mount Doom, right? Yeah? Mordor's just the name of the place. It is taking forever to throw you into the fire. I'm gaining a newfound appreciation for how difficult the job of an arsonist actually is. So you do get charred black when you get chucked into the flame, but the sunlight turned that one guy grey. Interesting, there's different types of burn that this game has accounted for. There's Bernard. I'm not going to harm you. It looks like you're not going to harm me either. It looks like you've decided to pretend to be a waxwork, so that... Because you were worried that I might hurt you otherwise. If you think we're waxworks, you ought to pay, you know. Well, I will leave you to your street performance.
Bore the unmistakable marks of Melchiah's clan.
To what depths had our dynasty plummeted if these ghouls were the
Your mommy
descendants of
served
my
me dinner.
high-born brother? Were they so debased as to recruit fledglings from the desiccated corpses here interred?
Munching on my own fingers. Yummy, yummy fingers, here's a skull. No, I want the skull baton. I left the last spear behind deliberately because I knew there was going to be ones with skulls on them next. You thought I just forgot. Well, can you stop using a tombstone as a shield, please? That's actually kind of sounds badass now that I say it, but in this case, it's okay. You've mastered the art of graveyard combat, clearly. I am outside my Oh, I thought you were done, but you weren't. Wow, I'm getting fucked up by a debased fledgling recruited from the desiccated corpses here interned. This is what fucking classism gets you, Raziel. Oh, I'm slow. I'm slow at shifting through. Getting a frame-by-frame go-through of the dimensions.
Nice.
Good stuff. I can retire early, based on the money I got from that impalement. I don't know why I'm jumping over here, there is nothing. I had no reason to believe there was anything. Let's shift bricks. Come here, sir. Leapt up. Great stuff.
My brother Melchiah was made last, and therefore received the poorest portion of Cain's gift. Although immortal, his soul could not sustain the flesh, which retained much of its previous human frailty. This weakness, it seemed, was passed on to his offspring. Their fragile skins barely contained the underlying decay.
So this is the realm of rotted but where's the... Where are you? Oh, you know what? I kind of forgot you could do that. Silly of me. I'd only recently seen you do it as well. Just didn't occur to me that you would choose to do it here. This place ain't for burrowing, it's for furrowing. How do I both triggers at once allows you to do this. Looks kind of like an earthworm coming out of himself, doesn't he? That man is 80% neck. But that's how it goes. Sometimes the best vampire you can find is the one with the most necks. Vampire Hydra. You look kind of great, actually. You sort of look like a skeleton. Can I have a clear look at your face, please? Can I convince you? Chompy little... Most of your face is rotted off and you're like got actual big money chompers on it. Let's fling him in the fire. Well, not the fire. It's sort of the fire from on high, really, isn't it? Now, you seem to have charred black. I wonder if it's on a species by species basis. Did you just scream in death after your soul was devoured? Okay, when I say it like that, it seems far more reasonable that you would have done so, but you know what I meant, like he was already dead, his soul had left his body, and he still had a big old funny yell. Alright, let's see how disorienting this is in this version. Oh, pretty fucking disorienting! Thank God they don't make spiral staircases that are that long. Back now. Another great span, like clockwork, shoved in the eye of the camel. Nobody ever talks about how easy or difficult it is to get through the camel's eye, does it? Because where would you get into heaven by doing that? Or is that somewhere else? Elysium, at the very least, one would hope. I'm going to Elysium. Bring me a camel right now. You intend to go to Elysium on the back of a camel? Yeah, let's go with that. I feel like you're more likely to give me the camel if I say yes to that question. Little bit of prep work, it helps you shove the brick. No, that's not where I was saying to go. I wanted to go over here and form some stairs. Is my placement bang on? It is more or less. There was really no place along here that I could have put it where it would have been wrong. Right. Well. Time to fling it. Precaution against dropping my spears in the lake. Lady of the Lake will be very annoyed. She's like, look, I'm having a hard enough time just keeping track of this one sword, alright? I already am not really an expert on the care of weapons. One sword's about as much as I can manage. And it needs braces. I've got to pick it up from its after-school clubs. Can you, like, fuck already? Come on. On a whim, I decided I wanted to chuck you into the water, and you're really punishing me for that decision. Anytime I decide, you know what, in the interests of seeing something a bit different right now. That is sort of, I don't know if this is maybe blasphemous to say. But if, oh god. Wet trousers disease. If this game ever did get like a full sort of like ground up sort of Spyro Reignited level kind of redoing, or is that the example I want? Because I guess I'm thinking more sort of Resident Evil type remakes, because the Spyro Reignited trilogy was like structurally and mechanically pretty faithful to the original. It's just everything was like way more visually updated. But like if a ground up retelling of this game ever did occur, I almost think it would be to its benefit to have weapon degradation. Which I wouldn't normally advocate for, but having a spear in this game does kind of trivialise the environmental ways to kill them aspect of the gameplay, which I have previously praised. I think if they could recalibrate it to sort of lean more around twitchy staff disease. One doesn't know. One doesn't know until one puts one's trousers on just how vastly inferior they can be. I've brought the stick to its final resting place. Hello, charred man. Well, this is the realm. There's no point pretending I don't know the solution. Oh, swoosh.
Beware, Raziel. These wraiths are vampire
creature.
spirits fettered too long in the spectral realm.
I am
When
the
their
Squagless.
vampire natures adapt to this plane, they become eaters of souls. Do not allow these spirits to re-inhabit their corpses.
Tony J, stop talking over me. I am the Squagless. That's all he needs to know. I am the Squagless. We must do battle. Where are you? Come on. Squoggle down here for a second. Put on your fancy shoes. No. Don't suck myself out of myself. Thank you for your patronage. Ooh, I'll have an orb as well. Delicious. Didn't need to. Did want to. You make a satisfying noise when you chomp them up real good for yourself for Wednesday. Oh, you really are kind of shifting through porridge. A little bit. I like the texturing on your leg muscles. That's pretty great. Nice sinew. Nice sinew. Sinew. You can't see it, but I raved my arm. Raved? I raved my arms to prompt you to say nice. How many people watching this know who Bruce Forsyth was, actually, come to think of it? Just trust me. At a point in history, maybe like 20 years ago, that was very funny, what I just did. You're just gonna have to believe that. Alright. I want a bit of coordination. I want my granddad's furniture, come on, yeah! Furniture, woo! There we go, I've landed on one of the pendulous sidebringers. You are very clearly a different colour to the rest of the wall. Thank you, I'll be taking the brick. Nope, I can't move any more sideways than I have done already. I'm on the precipice of discovering laundry detergent here. I can't be shoving bricks at a time like this. Right. I'm gonna stun you. Or will I? Yeah. And then I take it. And I eat more bread. Get on the little box. Perfect execution. The strategies are immense. Right, you're glowing blue. Because this is what happens when one of the soul-eating vampire souls returns to their flesh after a prolonged absence. This is what happens when vampires come back from maternity leave. Yeah, sure it is, buddy. It kind of feels like you are looking for excuses not to hire pregnant vampires. Sir. When I explicitly told you that it was the only thing I wanted you to do today. Your insubordination will not be tolerated. I think the rats agree with me as well. There's some scrumbling noises happening upstairs. I'm going to fuck the bloody Gjallarhorn. I don't know what effect that will have on Ragnarok. But you have to admit you're curious now that I've said it. Just want a sideways brick. And then we want to flip the sideways brick. And then I want the manager in my office scrubbing a harmonica. I want these funny little musical bastards to be clean as a whistle. We've cleaned the whistles already, now we just got the harmonicas to do. I'm picking up sticks just to put them in this room and then leave them alone. How high can I fling this? Go where I want you. I shall see you again in a moment. Your corpse has not disappeared. Which would seem to imply that the vampire soul I devoured was not yours. I would have thought from a visual storytelling perspective that, like, you being here indicated, like, this body is here because of the ghost. Or I guess the other way round, really. Right, no need to have a portal just yet. I went the long way round turning the camera. That's fine. Right. In physical world, We made the seesaw go up and down, but as a ghost, you can avoid such trifles. So there we go. Huzzah. If you want me to see me, yeah, wow, like your neck is really structured way differently than most necks. You've got like 2 side bones. I'm hoping those are really bloody strong, because otherwise I don't know how your head is staying on under those conditions. I guess you are literally beyond death, so I don't have to worry too much, but like, fuck me. Fuck my bright little eyes. What I'm not seeing... Are you having my ass? Okay, well, my throwing arm was a little too good just then. Can't grab it out of the air. No. Well, I thought I was being clever, but I have in fact lost the use of that permanently now. Ho-hum, we persist. Oh wow, it's so dark I cannot see the symbols on these boxes. I'm starting to worry if that should be... No, I can't change the brightness on this. Well... Okay, I was sort of hoping that might solve the problem. Fortunately, I can kind of see a bit of light on one of these. There are a lot of puzzles in this game that involve me knowing for a fact that I've flipped the bricks the right way up. I hope this doesn't become an impediment. Flip. Now, curiously on this side of the room, it's like way brighter. This brick is fine, it's just the rest of them that are a bit shady. Shady bricks make me feel weird. Come on and fucking get on with it, you bitch. It's alright. That was a bit of an escalation, Christ. The escalation Christ is of... the escalation Christ is of course what St. Peter uses to go up the stairs. But we don't have time to get into all that right now. Off we go. I say unto you, victory is mine. Yup. Yup I go. Hurrah. So we've gone all round the houses in order to get one block in order to jump up here. Is this maybe a place to end an episode? I think I shall end this... No, I thought you were dead. Now you are, of course. It has become true. But I shall end this episode here. The flame. Tune in next time. When we will go and do other stuff as well. Goodbye for now, though.